My name is Charlie and I am currently studying A-level media studies. For my A-level coursework, I decided to create a documentary and I decided to create it on the misconception of youth, and it's called The Truth About Teenagers. There are a number of reasons why I chose to create it on this. I feel quite strongly that today's youth are misrepresented in the news, and all we seem to hear about them are the bad things about how binge drinking is up and youth violence is rising, etc. For the documentary, I chose to film two different groups. One was the HOT team, which stands for Help Out Team, who are a volunteering group, and the other one was a group of teenagers from Catherine's dance school. Both groups are quite different, and I think both sets of filming had quite a bit of a different tone, but they both work well together, and I'm pleased that I chose those two things to do it on. Um, Technology has been really important throughout, from planning to evaluating. Planning and researching technology obviously was the internet for research. Things like BBC iPlayer to watch documentaries and get ideas. On 4AD there was actually a documentary on a similar issue to mine, so I watched that and that was quite helpful. Also, the social networking site Facebook was helpful as it allowed me to let people know what I was doing and get permission. Technology is obviously also important when filming and editing. I had experience from creating the opening for the thriller for my AS coursework. New stuff when editing though was particularly with sound, as last year I just used a soundtrack all the way through, but this year I used lots of different music. I used interviews. So I had to do things like extracting audio from different clips and then placing it over different clips. Also, fading in and out soundtracks was important. A problem I did face with the technology was that I didn't use a microphone for interviews, so some of the interviews are quite quiet, and boosting the sound only boosted the background noise. Technology is also obviously used for evaluation of documentaries on YouTube, and it's available for commenting on. Also, technology for my ancillary texts. Um, for my ancillary text, I decided to do a double page spread for a listings magazine and a newspaper article. I decided to do these as I thought that they would target my target audience nicely. My target audience is adults to the older generations, as it is these people who have the misconception of youth. Um, I think my ancillary tasks are okay, but they could be better if I'd have used better software and had the knowledge to do it, perhaps Photoshop. But I think the content of them is good and the ideas behind them are good. I think perhaps more technological skill is needed there. Overall, I'm really happy with the way my documentary has turned out. I think I'm really happy with the music in particular. I did spend quite a lot of time trying to choose music which fitted well with ideas, and if you listen to the lyrics, they do actually fit in with the theme of the documentary. I'm also pleased with the way the images work. That was another new thing when it comes to technology, was putting images onto the Mac, and also turning articles into JPEG files so I could include them. But I think the whole mix of everything works well together, which was something commented on by someone who watched the documentary. They said it had the right mix of different filming styles, music, and images. Other feedback has been just as good. People seem to enjoy it and like what they're being shown, and some have said that the facts are quite interesting. Um, my documentary is slightly over the time given. The brief said it should be around 5 minutes. It is 6.5, including end credits, but I felt that it needed to be that long after cutting it down as much as possible. Also, there is a slight bit of the voiceover missing at the end. For some reason, the slight bit got missing from putting it on the disc to on the internet. Uh, from putting it from the laptop onto the disc and then onto the internet. A slight bit of it got missing, but didn't have time to change that. So yeah, I'm very happy with how it worked out in the end, and it's online now and ready for people to watch and comment.